Okay, welcome Bambaji. I'm very happy to have you here in our little interview.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, and I'm happy to present you as one of our new teachers. We've been teaching analyst training for a long time, and we did not teach the basic trainings, the Living Your Design, the ABC and the cartography. And I've been looking for teachers who can do that for a long time. And finally, I'm, as I said, very happy to have you join us. It's funny because you took all the analyst training with us years ago, and already then it was clear to me that yes, this is somebody who could really represent human design in such a positive and friendly and nice and educated and intelligent and deep way. So finally we made it, and we had a festival in July in Vienna. And you really came to Vienna, which I thought was fantastic, and gave a few little presentations. And the feedback was great, and everybody loved the way you teach. You have such a interactive way and a friendly way, and you manage to explain things in a simple, easy, clear way, which is so important. I don't like all the how shall I say this, all this drama and all this very intelligent, and then people don't know what you're talking about. It's pointless.
Yes, indeed, too much jargon and it doesn't work for people.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm really very happy to have you join us, and you are going to start with one of your living design courses pretty soon.
I am, yes.
And before I let you talk about this, I also want to stress, as I just said in the beginning when we were chatting, I think that we are the only ones who should teach LYD, really, because we still keep to Ra's original intention. He said the LYD teachers should be the best trained teachers that you have. And it was very, very clear for him then in the beginning that teaching LYD, you have to be a completely trained analyst. So having taken all the training, not just the basic training, you have to know about the lines for yourself. You have to know about partnership. You have to know about the crosses. You have to be able to do some keynoting. You have to catch people in the beginning. If you just come with the dry content, that's not enough for a self-experience training. In the LYD, people have to experience what it means to have this design or that design. So we've always been sticking to this original intent of having only well-trained, experienced analysts allowing to teach this basic course. You took all the training with us. You passed the test fantastically well. So yeah, you fulfill all the needs and the expectations, and I'm very, very happy to have you here. And you've been doing, you are a trained LYD guide. So please tell us about your experience. Tell us about the difference between becoming a guide after your own basic training and then teaching LYD once you've been through at least the analyst training. Please let us know what's that like.
Two very completely different experiences, going from getting into the system and being very excited about, oh my goodness, what I've discovered here with human design, and having to just get into it. And I did my LYD very quickly after my foundation reading. Then I moved straight into ABC, straight into cartography, and then straight into being an LYD guide. I took that, so one after the other, and was encouraged immediately to start doing LYDs. And I did enjoy them, and I feel I probably gave some benefit. But when I do it now, and I look back at everything that I do now, whether that's my readings or any of the teachings I do now, so different now. It's so much richer because I've been in my own experiment. I'm actively working with human design every day. It's the most important thing I've ever done in my life. And so now my teaching is just so different. It has a weight of experience behind it that I certainly didn't have 5 years ago when I first started doing guiding.
I can imagine. And it's not about teaching this depth, it's about having it for yourself and being able to answer questions that do turn up in the basic course, obviously, with all this background. So you can know where to focus, you can know what to concentrate on. So it's just, yeah, as I said, as you said, it's such a fantastic difference, and such a huge difference. And yeah, this is what the Living Your Design course should be like, because you have to attract beginners, you have to convey your enthusiasm, you have to catch them, you have to show them what a fantastic knowledge this is. And if you're in the middle of your process or just started your own process, there's no way you can do that.
No, that's absolutely true. And you also haven't met enough other people who are also on their journey and in their experiment to be able to share anecdotes and so on that you pull forward, because we've only got our own design otherwise to draw on. And so there's also a huge benefit in taking all these other courses, the analyst training with you that I did, meeting the people on that, and having the richness of their experience that then informs my own experiment too. And you can't get that when you've only just started. There's no way.
Exactly. And we always talk about how the human design information, it's mental, it's a lot of information that you have to get into your head first.
Yes.
And then you have to take it down. Then it has to become a living and a lived experience. And that takes years.
It does.
When Ra started to train teachers, he demanded that a teacher had 7 years of experience before they start teaching. He demanded that everybody has to be through at least one of their deconditioning cycles. Now, that didn't work in real life, because we needed teachers and the information, we wanted to get the information out. So he reduced it to 3.5 years, so at least half a deconditioning cycle. And every one of us teachers, and I'm sure that it's the same for you, knows what a leap there is, what a change there is after the 7 years. How much, as you said, deeper and richer everything becomes once you've been through 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 deconditioning cycles. It just never stops becoming bigger and richer, and that's the huge benefit for the students.
Yes, and you can take a great deal of inspiration from Ra's own journey, because he didn't start teaching it himself until he'd really sat with the information and played with it for several years before he started doing it. So yeah, it's good enough for Ra.
Definitely. Yes, I'm really looking forward to your first LYD, and you're going to continue with ABC and rave cartography. And then right now we are taking over, Martin, Daniela, and myself. We will teach the analyst training, and I hope that you will join us in that too, when the time is right.
It's in the plan eventually. Yes.
So we have a lot to look forward to in the future. And of course, you, as I just mentioned, you presented a little overview on rave cosmology at our festival. Yes. And you did that so well, because, again, that's a topic that is, huge and big and very deep. And there is little concrete information about it. And the information that you get is sometimes very confusing and very, hard to get. And again, listening to your little intros was such a pleasure, because it was so clear and so easy to understand. And that's one of the next things I'm going to ask you to teach for us, to really get this fantastic and fascinating knowledge out as well.
Yes, I love the esoteric side of it, and that mystical side is such a good balance to the very intellectual foundation material. And it's fantastic. I love it. And it's so apropos now, with 2027 so close to where we are, and people are very interested in, well, what's happening in the world? Why are we feeling what we're feeling? How's it all coming together? So it's a really good time to be teaching it.
Exactly. Great. So I say it once more, I'm very happy to have you join us, and I hope you'll be very, very successful. I can only advise anybody who is thinking of taking a real journey. And even if they've done an LYD guide course before, try and see and taste the difference to a real course and to a real good training. And join us and start your fascinating journey into human design.
Thank you, Ilse. I'm really looking forward to it. And anyone who comes along, come enjoy it. It'll be fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bambaji, thank you very much. And we'll do that again. And good luck and many enthusiastic and happy students to you.
Thank you.